2nd of March 2014. 9 o'clock guided meditation at Wat Ananda, Thai Buddhist Temple. Sit in a comfortable posture. Keep our head and body upright, firm and without tension. Let go the tension in the body. Don't let our body weight be heavy down on the ground. Close the eyes gently. Relax our mind and body. Be mindful on our normal breathing. Continuous focusing on the breathing will develop our concentration. Whatever we do, we should not forget the truth, which is to do only, without attachment. The practice of mindfulness is to do only, not to reject and not to attach. Be mindful and try to detach from other action. Even the pleasant action of mindfulness must be detached. All our physical, verbal and mental actions are to do only, not to reject and not to attach. We went to work, we went to read, we went to speak, we went to eat, we went to sleep. That is attachment to the action. Doing with the desire to do is doing with attachment. Speaking with the desire to speak is doing with attachment. Eating with the desire to eat is also doing or eating with attachment. All our physical, verbal and mental actions are to do only, not to like and not to dislike. Just use the life of a meditator and trying to detach from other life. Even the light of a meditator must be detached. The practice of detachment is not paying attention to the things and action. If we are practicing mindfulness, just pay attention to the practice of mindfulness. Stop paying attention other action. When we meditate, use the life of a yogi without paying attention to other life. Just focus on the pleasant action and detach from others. Just focus on the life of meditators and detach from others. If we are mindful, we should be able to lose other works. If we are meditator, we should be able to lose other life. We must dare to lose even the life of yogi and the practice of mindfulness. Dare not to lose something is attachment. Dare not to lose someone is attachment. To be doing only the practice of detachment is essential. Not to reject, we must do good, not to do bad, and purify our mind. Not to attach, we must not pay attention to each of our action. Now we are practicing mindfulness, trying not to pay attention to the pleasant action of mindfulness. Now we are meditators, stop paying attention ourselves as one by one. Because of attachment to something or someone, we usually take care of something or someone. There are many people in the world, because of attachment to someone, we will take care of someone. There are also many objects to be mindful. Because of attachment to something, we will pay attention to something. There are many places in the world. Because of attachment to something, we pay attention to one place. All our habitual actions are controlled by the wrong view of something or someone. The truth is just ever new impermanent nature, not something, not someone. Not to reject and not to attach. Now we are meditators. What we are doing is right, but attachment to something or someone is wrong. We usually love ourselves, our family, our home, and our country. It is because of attachment to something or someone. All the attachment must be detached. The practice of detachment is abandoning the habit of paying attention to something or someone. I'm not speaking about this and that. I'm not speaking about doing and not doing. My teaching is about mindfulness and detachment. These are mental action, mind's work. The practice of mindfulness and detachment are not traditional mental action. Because of attachment to our place, we don't want to move to another place. Because of attachment to our job, we don't want to change another job. Because of attachment to our life, we don't want to lose it. If we don't want to meditate, it is because of attachment to other works. So attachment is every time, everywhere, and in everyone. The more we are mindful, the more we can understand our own attachment. This attachment is also not to occupy as mine. Everything must be detached. Everyone must be detached. Even attachment must be detached. To develop the power of detachment, we must dare not to pay attention to everything and everyone, and also all action. If we don't want to understand like this, it is because of attachment to normal understanding. Grasping use is wrong. Grasping habit is wrong. The practice of mindfulness and detachment must be detached. If we cannot decide whether to meditate or not, it is because of attachment to the practice of meditation. We pay attention to the practice of meditation. That's why we cannot decide whether to do or not. We must understand meditation is not to reject and not to attach. Thinking about meditation is wrong. The practice of meditation is not to like and dislike, but to practice. Do what we must do, and self-awareness of meditation will arise. We understand that we must learn, we must work, we must marry, but we don't understand the truth that we must meditate. We must detach. Thinking about whether to meditate or not appears because of wrong understanding about meditation. When we work in society, we will not think about whether we should work or not. It is because of wrong understanding about normal work. If we see from the right view, doing good, not doing bad, and purifying the mind are real works. We must be able to do good not only for us but also for the others. We must be able to abstain from all evil things not only for us but also for the others. We must help the other not to do bad. We must be able to purify both of our mind and the others. Not knowing like this is wrong. If we see from the side of Buddha, most of us are making mistakes all the time. If we are not learning the teaching of Buddha, we will misunderstand our normal knowing is right. We may think what we are doing is right. In fact, doing only, using only, knowing only, experiencing only are right. To be using only, doing only, the practice of mindfulness and detachment are essential. Because of attachment to being young, being healthy, being alive, we dislike old age, patience and death. Because of our intelligence is not complete, our actions are also not complete. That's why we must study the teaching of Buddha. We must practice the middle way, not rejecting and attaching. If the pain is obvious, be mindful of the pain without paying attention to it. Not to reject, we must be mindful. Not to attach, we must not pay attention to the object of mindfulness. We can walk, but we should not attach to walking. We can think, we should not attach to thinking. We must be able to abandon the habit of paying attention to what we are doing. The habit of paying attention must be abandoned. Close our eyes gently. Relax our mind and body. Keep our head and body upright, firm and without tension. Just be mindful on the breath or the object we are used to. To be doing only, we must be able to abandon paying attention to the object of mindfulness and the pleasant action of mindfulness. Using with the idea of something or someone is wrong. We must lose everything. We must lose everyone, even ourselves. No one cannot escape from this happening. So we should prepare for it. Before we lose everything, we must practice to be able to lose everything. Before we lose everyone, we must dare to lose everyone. Lay people are busy with their daily job because of not daring to lose their job. Attachment make everyone to be busy. Our life and mind will be free only when we are able to detach. Because of attachment to physical action, we cannot sit still. We cannot sit still for a long time because of strong attachment to physical action. We cannot make our mind still because of strong attachment to mental action. Abandoning the action is more difficult than making action. So if we practice to abandon our physical, verbal and mental action, we are saving the power of detachment, which is much more stronger than the power of attachment. The power of detachment is complete, nothing to do, no need to think, no need to work. The power of detachment is quiet, silent, cool, calm and peaceful. Even the animals can use the power of attachment. They don't understand the power of detachment. Bees are always busy. They have no chance to understand the power of detachment. As human beings, we have chance to practice mindfulness and detachment. If we are animals, we have no choice to use the power of right understanding and detachment. To meet with Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha is very difficult. We should not lose the chance of meeting with travel jam. We should be mindful and detached. Meditation time is over now. Let's share our merits. May all good deeds we have done day now be dedicated to all sentient beings. May all beings rejoice and share in our merits. Sadhu, sadhu.